Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, I would like to show you another drawing for this Electric Eraser project, which is the detailed drawing of the bottom casing. Since for this Electric Eraser project, you have to produce a set of working drawing, which the assembly exploded together with all the parts drawing, except the standard parts like batteries, motor, and also the switch button, because those are standard components. Alright, before I proceed to show you how I will do detailed drawing of the bottom casing, I need to do some modification here, since I found out that I made some mistake here. Okay, for this assembly drawing of my push button here, it's not supposed to be the same angle of hatching with the top casing, since this push button is a different component. So I will click at this hash. So I will go for I put a different angle, and this was supposed to be parallel lines, and the angle is -45. So it will show different angles since this is different component. Let me check other component. Okay, I think all the other part is okay. Right, so I save this my drawing file. Right, another correction that I need to show you is about this exploder drawing. Because since I have these two cylinder here with inner holes and we have a pin there, so I have to add another exploded line sketch here. So under the assembly file here, okay, under the assembly tab here, I have exploded view. I will add another exploded line sketch. What I mean is this: we have a pin here. This one will go here. So I have another root line there, and another will be this pin will be mounted into this hole. Right, so I have, let me click OK, then let me exit the sketch. So I have another two more exploded line sketch here. I go for standard view, I save my file, then in the drawing automatically it will be updated. So I have another two exploded line sketch. Right, let me save my drawing file. Alright, okay, to do this video is meant for me to show the detailed drawing of this bottom casing. Okay, for me to do detailed drawing of bottom casing better in the exploded view, I will simply open the bottom casing part modeling. So if I go back to the drawing, okay, since I have assembly and exploded, so at here I will add another sheet by simply copy the original exploded drawing, and I will bring here and paste it. Just click OK. After selected sheet, then I click OK. So this name of this new sheet that I just created, I rename it into bottom casing drawing. Right, bottom casing drawing, and I will delete this viewport, and also I will delete BOM. Right, and also I think I will delete this. Yeah, I will delete, since this is the whole view of the product, not the bottom casing. Okay, so I have a blank area here. All right, okay, under here the view palette here, at the beginning, since I already opened the previously we have assembly for listed menu here right here, but since I'm opening the bottom casing part modeling, so in the drawing, so it will be listed under the view palette here. If I click at the cursor here, we have bottom casing. So SolidWorks will open the menu for this bottom casing. Alright, under the view palette here, I will drag this top casing into here, and I will put a front view somewhere here because there's a reason why. And I press escape. Alright, for this bottom casing, the first thing is that when you click at the top view, make sure that the tangential edge is removed. And same goes for the front view, tangential edge removed. And another thing is when I select this viewport here, make sure that because I found out that 1:1 scale, because by default is 1:1 scale, it's kind of like too small compared with the A3 size. I need to make it 2 times bigger. So this is our top view, and this is our front view. Okay, there's a reason I put a two view here. I have a top view and I have a front view, since this top view is not involved section view. Is we have a cutting plane. I will make a full sectioning, so this top view will be show hidden line. And also this front view, I remain here in the middle because later I will show why I do this. Okay, I need to make another version, which is a section view. Under the drawing tab here, I have section view. I go for horizontal, make sure it's not half section. I go for full section. I go for horizontal. I will do step at that middle point, and okay, at this, okay, at this moment, it will ask you the section scope here to remove, to add any rib that involved in our cutting plane that we need to be removed from hatching. Since rib when we have a long wise cutting, we will remove it from the hatching. But in this case, our cutting place in not long wise, it's not a long wise cutting, it's a crosswise. So it means the rib need to be hashed. So what it will appear is like this. Unless the cutting plane, when it cut the rib in longwise, not a crosswise, but in our case, this is clockwise. All right, so this is the section view of this full sectioning. Okay, I can change here the capital X for the labeling, and also I need to make it edit cutting line, edit sketch. I'm not adding line, just press escape, and I want to make it a little bit shorter. The the section line, I make it a little bit shorter. Right, so now I have this section X. This is my section view, and since the whole view here, I have already changed it into 2:1 scale. Okay, in this title here, I don't need to put the scale there. This one I can simply delete it, so it just remain as section X. Let me make it a little bit lower. And about this title block here, this title block, edit sheet format, and here the title block, the scale, I will change it to 2:1, since we already make our viewport 2:1 scale. Okay, here about the title here is not electric eraser exploded drawing. It will be bottom casing. Make sure it's capital letter, bottom casing. So this will be bottom casing. And about the, okay, the material, if you look here, the BOM of our assembly drawing and also the exploded drawing, the material is plastic, and we have a drawing number here. Since bottom casing will be our base component, the first part, so for, since it is a detailed drawing, so this will be drawing number 1. So I will put here, this will be drawing number 1, and same goes for the exploded drawing. I need to put here drawing number 1. So that's for the bottom casing, right? So you mean the bottom casing here. Now this is the title block of our bottom casing. So I have to put here drawing number 1. Okay, hold on. drawing number 1, right? So we have the title bottle casing, and another thing is about material is plastic. Okay, to add a text here, we can use under annotation here, we have note, then make sure it's not kind have a leader like this, just like this, and the material is plastic. Right. Okay, now I will exit sheet format, and we are in drawing mode. All right, the next move is that about I already have this top view, and I have in the middle also is a front view. It's not a section view. Later I explain to you why I need this, because the reason is that I need to show the dimension of these features that we have here, the groove. We have the slot here, and we have 3 groove here. So if I do it in section view, I cannot dimension since it is already cut by half, section view, I cannot dimension the features like the slot and these 3 groove. Alright, so I have another version here. Okay, but this front view here, I don't want to show everything here. I don't want to show everything of this front view, because it's already represented by the section view. The only features that I want in this middle front view is the features of the groove and the 3 grooves here for the snapping features. All right, in order for me to do that, okay, one way, that's in drawing we can allow to make like a crop view. Okay, to make a crop view here, under the drawing here, we have, they call it crop view. When you do crop view, you need to draw a sketch. I need to draw a sketch. So it means that I create a sketch, I go for corner rectangle. It means I will drag my portion that I need to show is only this. So this will be my crop view. The reason of this crop view for me to do dimension of these slots and the 3 groove. I simply click sketch there. Okay, under the drawing here, when I go for crop view, then since I already create that rectangle, so it will automatically make a crop view of this front view. So this is what I need for this for me to do the dimension of this slot and also the 3 grooves. Okay, before I go for dimension, for this bottom casing, we have to think about how this bottom casing will be manufactured, because the main of a detailed drawing is to be sent to the manufacturing floor, where the machinist will do machine to fabricate your part. But when we think about it, this bottom casing is made of plastic. The way they are going to manufacture this bottom casing is not directly sent to the machinist. The machinists that doing drilling, milling, lasing, cutting, bending, and so on. But that kind of machine operation involve metal parts. Since this is a plastic component, the way they are going to make this bottom casing at the manufacturing floor, at the manufacturing department, actually we have already done the part modeling. So this is a part modeling of the bottom casing. This is your CAD file, computer aided design. So the way they are going to make this bottom casing at the manufacturing, this CAD file will be sent to the CAM software, computer-aided manufacturing software. So it will translate your CAD file here. So your 3D modeling file here will be sent to CAM software, and they will translate here that CAM software version of your file will be read by this, if you look in this figure, there is a computer numerical control machine, CNC machine. So CNC machine, they will put the CAM file into, so this machine will read your CAM file, and inside there they have a tooling. So the operator of this machine simply do some basic setting, and automatically inside there, they have a special tool that will do milling, cutting, drilling, and shaping they will making the mold of your part file. They were making a mold. Mold is a metal mold. They will do a metal mold. Then when they have done the metal mold inside this machine, then the metal mold will be sent to the, if you look in this figure, this is what we call injection molding machine. So this is just a graphic representation of injection molding machine. So the mold will be put into here. As you can see, this is a mold. The mold is made from metal done by CNC machine. So when we have the mold, okay, then normally the mold for injection molding machine, they have a lot of mold, but these graphic presentations just show one mold because they have a lot of mold to make a mass production. Okay, in this injection molding machine, they have a feeder here. They will pour in the plastic bin, small pieces of plastic, and this plastic bit will put inside here and it will be compressed by a screw. So this screw is running by high RPM. It's a really fast machine and it will compress the plastic bit due to compression and high pressure. It will increase temperature and that plastic bit will be melted, become into liquid plastic, and that liquid plastic will be injected into the mold. So that's how they are going to make your bottom casing. For most of the plastic part, they do it by CNC machine. CAM software put into CNC machine, then CNC machine will make a metal mold, and metal mold will be put into injection molding machine. And then they will inject the liquid plastic into the mold. That's how they're going to make most of the plastic product. Okay, if that the case, so what I'm trying to say you is that, what I'm trying to tell you is that if that the case, how they are going to make your plastic part, for our case is bottom casing, so we don't have to put really detailed dimension on this drawing, unless if your drawing is like this. Okay, this is my old project I gave to students. So this is a kid scooter. One of the detailed drawing is the scooter chassis there. Drawing number 2, if you look, this is a metal frame. This is a scooter deck frame, the chassis of kid scooter. Since this is involved, this is not plastic component, it involves metal frame, the chassis of the kid scooter. So this drawing have to be really detailed in dimension. So the dimension must be completed to be sent directly to the machinist down there at the manufacturing floor, where the machinist will take the C channel and box section and they will cut and do the welding to build this frame, this chassis. So if this is the case, the drawing have to be really detailed in dimension. But in our case, where the bottom casing is not metal component, it is plastic, and the way they make it by CAM, CAM software translate in CNC machine will read your CAM part file, and then it will put into injection molding. So for this detailed drawing, detailed drawing of your bottom casing, you don't have to put really detailed dimension, just a basic dimension. As long you can show some important features, for example, the total length, the total height, the width, and some important features, for example, like maybe you can put some dimension on parts like the ribs component. For example, here I have a figure of, I can put dimension on this slot and the 3 grooves. You don't have to put really detailed dimension. But even I can show you in SolidWorks. In SolidWorks, you can put auto dimension. If you put auto dimension, for example, under the smart dimension, under notation here, by the tab, I'm not doing dimension expert. If I go for auto dimension and I select the top view, if I click OK, SolidWorks will do automatically will put all the dimension that it can fit. It will automatically dimension whatever it can to all the features. If you look at this dimension, it is kind of like too complex. So this is not necessarily. So let me undo this thing. All right. So if this is the case, your part is a make of plastic component. The way they do it, just by CNC machine and put into injection molding, the dimension don't have to be really in detail. Okay. So what we're going to do is just put a basic dimension only. All right. To do the dimension for this bottom casing, as I have already mentioned, I will do only basic dimension. Right, to do dimension is under annotation. Here we have smart dimension. So the first thing to dimension is about the total length. I can go for this line to this line. So when you do dimension in SolidWorks drawing, so you have kind of like icon here. You can go to side that you want. I can go to the top side or bottom side. In this case, I will go for bottom sides, and it will do a projected linear dimension of the total length. So here is the dimension text, and under the settings on the left here, under tolerance precision, I can go for none, not 2 decimal point. All right, another dimension is the height. I can go even for the endpoint here, the vertex here, and also the vertex here to show dimension of the, here I can go for If you see, we can settings here like left quadrant, right quadrant, top position or bottom. I go for the left. So we have here, and I go for none, no decimal point. Okay, another features that I can show on the front. Okay, on the top view, I can go for this dot to this dot to go for the width. Let me drag something here and no decimal point for the text. Okay, if you look here, when I do like this one, dimension 13 and also dimension 26, this is a vertical dimension. As you can see, the text is in line. Okay, by default, I already changed the setting. You can go under tools here, under option here under the document properties, under the dimension, under the linear. If you look here in the menu under text position, I go for the first option. By default is in the middle option. It means your text is horizontal. If I click OK, your vertical dimension, the text remain horizontal. But I don't want to be like this, so I just go for, you mean the text is in line with the dimension line. So under document properties, under dimension, under linear, dimension text, so I go for the first option. It means the text in line. So the dimension text will be in vertical. All right. Let me save first my file. And another thing to, as I mentioned again, you don't have to put really detailed dimension, only the important features that you can dimension it. All right. Okay. Another important features, as you can see for this casing. Okay. For example, I already made a crop view of the front view to show the features of the slots and the three grooves. So I can put the dimension here. For example, the length of the slot here. I zoom in the length of this. Hold on. This one up until this. Okay, I go for up position. I can go another dimension from here to here. I have the icon, I can control it. As you can see, whenever I put 4 here, it will push the bigger dimension 14 above. So let me bring this little bit here. As you can see, your arrowhead is pointing like this. In dimension, you don't have to put so close. At least for the first level is 2 letter height. It's about this position. This 4, no decimal point. And the 14 here have to be at this position. No decimal point here. No decimal point. All right, the next one will be dimension of this from this line to this. Sometimes is we cannot put the equal for degree. So if that the case, so I simply let me cancel. I just click at this line and I drag it to make it. Okay, let me drag it to this. Right. Okay, to this position. All right, this is 4. Then I can go for the distance from to this point to this point. If you look here, when I go for upper side here, then it will push the 14 up into this position, but I don't want it to be like this. I want this to be in line. I can drag it like this. So this 4 and this 14, I need to drag it lower like this. All right, even this, if you look at the arrowhead, I can, if I go for this dimension 4 here, if you look here, the leaders here, you can control it, how you want it to be. If I go for first option, we go for like that. If I go for the second option, it will do it like this. And all right, I just go for this format, and I can put the 4 is like this. And I can go, okay, I can give the dimension of this 4, make sure that it's in line with the first level here. And make sure that it's in line. and I can give the distance from this line to this line. All right, okay, and I need to give the height here. So sometimes in drawing you can allow to put your drawing up to this position. Right, so this basically the dimension of the slot, and also the height of this. If you look, we have this is what we call the uh, hollow cylinder we have here. I can give the height from here to here. Okay, hold on. I go for dimension from here to here. The distance is 1. Okay, let me save my file again. All right, another dimension is about, okay, another dimension here. If you look here at the opening here, if you look in this, even this assembly drawing, this is the bottom casing. The opening is a full circle. The profile is a full circle. So I can put, I can show some features here. What I will do, I will create a remove section here. So to do remove section, okay, under drawing here, I have a section view. I go for vertical and I put my cutting line at this position. Just simply click OK. Then, okay, this one is asking about any standard feature like rib features we need to remove from BHing. I just simply click OK because I'm not cutting any rib at that position. So I bring the section view here. So it will do kind of like a full section, but I want to make this as a remove section. But in order for me to remove section, this section view, I cannot move it somewhere else. It's kind of like constrained. The alignment is constrained to this section view. Okay, to break this alignment, I can just simply bring my mouse here and right click at it. Under the alignment here, we have to break the alignment. So it means that I can move hold on, I can move this view to any position that I want. Another thing is about this is a side view of the top view. I want it to be the arrangement of this remove section view is a side view of the front view here. So I can rotate this thing. I will select this. I will right click at this and under rotate here, I will go for rotate view and I go for not 90 degree, negative 90 and press enter. Then so I have this remove section view of this cutting line. I can label it since we already have SX. I can put this as a capital Y. So we show here YY section. Okay, sometimes this thing, right? Okay, I don't have, as mentioned again, I don't have to give really complete, just as long I can show some, just an important features only. All right, since I have this already, what we call this remove section here, so I can put under notation dimension for, since as I mentioned just now, we have the opening of a circle, shape of a circle, and this radius is, diameter is 12, this one is diameter 9 and diameter 12. If I show you, this is in drawing, and it means that this one, okay, I can put dimension. This is a radius. As you can see, when you click at a part of circle, it will go for radius. I can go for this position, or this position. I will go for this position. Then I can bring the leader a little bit closer. Hold on, the leader like this, 6.5, and I go for 1 decimal point only. And I can go for another dimension of this one, and hold on, this one I can drag it, make it a little bit closer, and 1 decimal point. Okay, by showing these two dimensions, so it's known that the thickness of this bottom casing is 2 mm. All right, about the other features as showing here, I will not show it. This is, if you can look, this is a remove section. The like these features is this slot. We have a slot here for the battery connectors. So I will not show the dimension. Only for this view, I want to show the dimension of the opening, radius 1.5, radius 6.5. And about the total width is already given. And another features that I can show is, if you look, okay, in this front view, we have the rib here. Since if you look on the bottom casing here, we have this. We have the rear rib here, rib to support the batteries. The level of this rib, I can show. I can show the dimension. It means I will put the dimension from here to here. I can put it like that. So this vertical dimension. I can drag the dimension to this position like this, right? And none. It means it's 5 mm there. So it's already put here 5. So this is the same, and also the thickness of this rib can also be shown here. Put like that, and this is about this level. Okay, I don't have to dimension since the rib is the same. So about the slot, okay, here we have the thickness of the slot. Of the slot for the battery connectors here. I can put the thickness here from here to here to make it same level like this to, and also the thickness of this. So this is a rib to support the electric motor. I can give the the thickness of the rib from here to here. One, I have to make this little bit above here. Okay, like this. One, and all right, since we have this level, if you look the rib at the front there to support the motor rib, here we have what we call it a semicircle, and we have a slot in. We have a slot. Okay, to do this, to dimension this thing, I cannot show it on this view, because here I can only give the thickness, already give here one, and the distance I cannot show it. Okay, one way to do it, I will do the same method I do here is remove section. Okay, let me save my file first. Okay, to do remove section on this, I will do another remove section view, and I will do my cutting plane to up to this mesh width is in the middle. Then I will click OK. So it will ask any features to remove from sectioning. So since this is a rib, so this rib need not to be hashed. So I will select this rib until it is listed here. Sometimes it's kind of like difficult to accept. Okay, this one already selected. So I click OK, then it will do the section view of this section. By default, it's showing TT here. I will not go for T since I already have Y. Then I will go for this for capital A. Section AA is the remove section of the rib. Okay, here also the section AA here. I will select this view alignment, break alignment, so I can bring it. I can bring this view to somewhere here, since this is remove section, and I can rotate negative 90. So I will bring the remove section AA at this position, right? And I can do, let me bring it a little bit lower. So this profile view, section view of so this is a rib. I just need to show the gap of the rib, the whatever dimension that can, only the important features. I mean the gap of this slot here, where we put the motor parts here. Let me drag a little bit lower. So this is 5. Okay, this is 5. And also about here, as I mentioned, this is semicircle. I will do dimension here. So the radius of that semicircle is 2.5. Let me go like this. And 1 decimal point. And the depth of this, I can, okay, here under the notation, I can put a center mark. Since I have this is part of circle, it will put a center mark. But as you can see, the center mark that it do is kind of like too big. If I click at the center mark, by default, it will put it default size of the center mark. I can here setting on the left, use document default. I will uncheck it. I will go for, if I go for 1, the center mark is kind of like smaller, and I don't want this extension line. So if I uncheck the extended line, so you have just a point only, just a center marks. So this center mark is already, so this is 2.5 radius. I need to show the depth of from this line to this point. So it show is 2. So I just put it somewhere here. This is 2, right? To show the position like that. All right. Okay. I think if I want to show all the dimension that I'm doing, let me pause this video. I will go for a same procedure to do the rip of this, and also one of the rip of this, like the one that I did for this rip at this front rip. Okay, let me pause the video, then later I show you the end result. All right, this is the, I've resumed from where I stopped just now. I already built, since I've shown you section AA to show the dimension of this remove section at cutting line AA. For the B, I'll do the same here. We have another rib for to support the motor here. So this is the where I do section BB remove section. Just to dimension, this is semicircle and the level is 2 and the width is 10. And also for this, since we have 2 ribs here, these 2 ribs is to support the batteries. So I just represent only one remove section CC. So this is section CC section view, remove section. I showed, as long as I can show some features here, this is a part of circle, radius 5.25, and the level up until the lips of this bottom casing is 5, and the thickness here is just some basic features that I can show to put dimension. Like I just need to remind again, for bottom casing, we don't have to put really detail. All right, another thing about the features of the, yeah, if you look at this crop view of the front view, let me bring it a little bit lower here. It's kind of like overlapping. I need to show you, I forgot to, the height of the lips. So this is the lips. The lips, this is a crop view of a front view. I need to put the height of the lip is 2. So we have, since bottom casing we have lips, the height of lip is 2, right? Okay, another thing features that I can show is, okay, this here we have the slot for the battery connectors. I just show only the half parts of this dimension. Okay, I can show the width here. Okay, by default SolidWorks it detects this is by default SolidWorks put the dimension outside the object we need to dimension. Some it was okay. Sometimes in drawing we are allowed to put the dimension inside, as long as the dimension if we put inside is to for in terms of clarity. It's much better to put inside, but not too much. So the distance is 5, and I can show also the thickness of this. Can put it here. about here, since we have a cutting line, I can put it. I can put it here. It's okay to put it um, inside the object too, and I can give the dimension of the slot here. Okay, this is to show the at least basic dimension of the slot for the battery connectors, and also this at the back here. I can show the. Okay, hold on. I need to put. I'm doing dimension here and here. I put on this side. Okay, as I mentioned to you again, is okay uh, to put dimension sometimes inside of your object. If we put it inside, is better facilitate the people who want to read our drawing. Right, 5 here and thickness. Right, I put thickness is 0.75 and 5 unit, and I will give this dimension also, the thickness here. I can put it here. Okay, this 4. And also the slot here, 0.5. Right, I don't have to put really too many things, only as long as whatever I can put dimension on this. Okay, about here, this the back here is we have a features. If you look in this assembly view of the bottom casing here, or even I can open this part file of this bottom casing. At the back there, we have features of this. This is we have this picture. Maybe I can show some dimension on this. If I go back to the drawing here, let me save my file first, save everything, just to show. Let me drag here to show the width from here to here and put like that. So this diameter 18. If it means that if diameter, this is a part of circle, diameter 18. Okay, since I already mentioned that I don't have to put complete detailed dimension, what I've shown you is kind of like important features for this bottom casing. I think the last one I need to show is we have features of these two pin here. We have two hollow cylinder here. With I already gave the position of the height of this hollow cylinder up until the position of the surface here, 1 millimeter. I don't have to show the total height since we know the level of this cylinder, and we have a hollow things here. I'm not yet give the diameter of this cylinder, so I just go for smart dimension and go for like this quadrant. Then the diameter here is 3, and okay, no decimal point. Let me drag a little bit to this position. I can go for this, right? All right, this is diameter 3, and here I will show the another is the inner diameter is 1.5. 1.5. only 1 decimal point, right? Kind like this. Okay, since 3 is not in right position, and 1.5 is like that. Sometimes is okay. Just quick one. I can put the diameter of the 3 is here. Okay, no decimal point. Okay, here is 3. Sometimes in terms of positioning, sometimes kind of like Solidworks always tends to move it around. Alright, so I have okay, the features of the cylinder with hole. We have 2 of it, the height already given. Alright, Alhamdulillah, I think I have give all the some basics dimensions. Not quite basic actually, but I have not I didn't do really complete dimension as I mentioned to you for this water casing. Whatever I show here is not too complex, and some important features for this bottom casing. Alright, I think that's all for dimensioning the bottom casing. And I have already done, okay, the title is bottom casing, material plastic, drawing number 1. The drawing number 1 is referred to this assembly drawing, the BOM. We already put drawing number 1, and also the explorer drawing, drawing number 1. Okay, by the way, I've not shown you, since this is isometric, I don't have to put third angle symbol of projection. Third angle projection symbol, but in the bottom casing and also assembly drawing, this orthographic drawing must have the third angle symbol projection. Also the bottom casing, you must have this thing. Alright, alhamdulillah, I've completed my detail drawing for my bottom casing. Okay, inshallah in the next video I will do detail drawing of the other part, which the rear top casing and front top casing and all the other parts. Okay, thanks for watching this video. But before that, please do not forget to click like and subscribe my channel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.